Copyright disclaimer. Under Title 17 U.S.C. Section 107, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing, non-profit, educational, or personal use, tips the balance in favor of fair use. I left the Sea Org, but still can't escape the abuse. Scientology has taken all my friends and family, and I'm not even publicly out yet. I'm so lonely and afraid. Don't know what to do. Oh, that makes me sad. I've been sitting in the in-between void of having left Scientology and trying to deal with the trauma from the Sea Org and kind of still being accepted, with attempts and hopes of my family to pull me back into the fold. I told my mom a few years ago that I never wanted to do Scientology or go into an org again. She wanted specifics on my abuse and why. LAPD, did you hear about that? Here's a child saying she was abused in the Sea Org, in Scientology. Yeah, children being abused. She wanted specifics on my abuse and why, but it's very hard for me to talk about it without having a psychotic break at all her questions and defending Scientology. She actually told me it doesn't sound that bad, and we don't want to throw the baby out with bathwater. Really supportive, Mom. I tried giving her a few things that I thought might open her eyes a little to take a look, like the Debbie Cook email, and some stuff from the Aftermath documentary. But she took the information I gave her into the church ethics officer. See, snitching on your own daughter. For answers, and they just smeared the sources and convinced her they were lies. I have recently realized that my mom has written up any serious conversation I've had with her since I was a toddler and given it to them for help. LAPD, did you hear that? Clearwater Police, did you hear that? Her mom was writing her up since she was a toddler. That's abuse, in case you didn't know. You can go online and look it up. It's pretty easy to find. I love her more than anyone in the world, but I have never been able to talk to her about anything serious without her involving them for answers. Oh, L. Ron Hubbard, what a great guy he was, huh? After she told them I gave her the Debbie Cook email, they dead-filed me, like dead agents. I was informed by her that I was dead-filed, I guess dead agents. And the Hubbard Communications Office told her to tell me I know what that means because I used to work there. What it means is that if they receive one more report of me spreading anti-Scientology rhetoric, including talking to my mom or others about the abuse I received, Look at that, Rinder. Isn't that crazy? How about that? They will declare me a suppressive person, excommunication. That is Hubbard's policy. I suspect this young lady was ARD. They're doing the exact same thing to this young lady as they did to Miriam Francis, Valerie Haney, and a bunch of others, which that's a video I'm working on. It's gonna be a big one. Hold on a minute here. In talking to my mom, she found out I was still friends with people, best friends I grew up with, and worked with on the inside, who had been on Leah's Aftermath show or publicly supported others from the show who are already declared SPs. I was told in certain terms, carefully without the use of the word disconnection, that I couldn't remain in contact with those people while my mom was trying to do her OT levels. Wait until mom finds out what the OT levels are. I refused to tell my friends that I was disconnecting from them for coming out about the abuse. But I was talked into deleting my Facebook. That's also called covering evidence. And stating for church records that I wouldn't talk to them. Also known as cover-up. LAPD, is that a crime? Is that a crime when a minor is being sexually abused? This is what I'm assuming from what she's saying. Is it a crime when a young minor under 18 years old is being sexually abused and her church, or better known as a cult, is forcing her to not report the crime, to not talk to her friends, to delete her Facebook, and cover up evidence? Are those crimes, LAPD? Because, I was a decent student in high school, okay in college. I'm not the smartest in the bunch, but it kind of seems like those are crimes, isn't it? I tried to maintain secret contact with my friends, but I could tell it upset them that I wouldn't be honest and open about being their friend and supporting their claims of abuse. Oh, look, LAPD. Her friends were abused too. Wow. LAPD, Clearwater Police, Hemet Police. Is it okay that young ladies are being AR'd in Scientology and that people above them are covering up the abuse and telling them that it's their fault and not to report it to the police? Are those crimes? At the same time, my friends who are still in won't socialize with me because I am a dedophiled ex-Sea Org freeloader. So I know how the shunning I'm doing to my suppressive friend feels. So now a few years have gone by and I have absolutely no friends and no one I am allowed to talk to about my abuse except someone in the Hubbard Communications office or higher. I wonder if Rinder could explain that to us. Because us Neverins, maybe we might not know about all the abuse. Huh. I know this is because they are the ones equipped with the proper responses. Hi, Osa. I tried making friends unrelated to the situation, but I'm socially defunct and I just feel anxious and awkward. Also, I still can't talk to anyone who can relate. I attempted psychotherapy and to stay in a mental institution. That happens when you're AR'd and you're abused by the organization that you're in. That does happen. Trying to sort out my reasons for living, but no one seems to really understand how to address my PTSD. They keep relating it to a controlled religious environment. These people groomed me as a child into being kidnapped as an adult, and then kidnapping others. LAPD, is kidnapping a crime? I just want to know. They trapped me both psychologically and physically, and then brainwashed me into doing it to others until I broke. I don't want to live like this anymore. I am so absolutely lonely and devastated at the idea that future generations of Scientologists will continue to go through the same thing. Yeah, that's what the protesters are protesting, LAPD. I also very much want to have friends who relate to what I've gone through. But also, I work for Scientologists because I can't handle a real job. My mom has helped support me monetarily. My siblings are all in. My brother just offered to buy me a house near him in Clearwater. My dad is in. Several of my childhood friends are still in. Most are on the fence and scared to talk, like me. Yeah, that's what they do. They create a fear environment. Kind of like the last 4 years, but what do I know? If I get declared, I may never see them again. But I don't know why I care, because they are so ignorant of my pain and never really try to socialize with me. If I try to be forward about this, I will lose all the people I know and any source of income. But I'm already so lost as a human, it hardly feels like I can destroy my life any further. I'm sure you can tell from my posts that I am desperate to talk about this. I know any advice I get here will seem obvious. It's my decision, of course. But I just didn't want to feel so alone trying to make this decision. I haven't been able to stop crying. Oh, that makes me sad. For days. Just thinking about trying to explain the abuse to my mom in a way that will crack her brainwashing so she doesn't just immediately run to them and take the rest of my family and job away. She's trying to get me to house sit for her again so she can go do her OT levels. And I just want to tell her she is supporting my abuser. LAPD, did you hear that? There's an abuser inside of Scientology that likes to hurt young girls. Or Clearwater, rather. Clearwater. Sorry, LAPD, I give you a pass once. I'm certain they will have a story for everything that was done to me. Like a shore story? Oh, for anybody who doesn't know, a shore story is where L. Ron Hubbard told Scientologists that they can lie through their teeth, lie, and tell a shore story to say in order to save face or to save Scientology from anything, including hiring children. I'm certain they will have a story for everything that was done to me that will somehow make sense to her, and my abuse will continue to be unacknowledged. I will also definitely be declared SP. I wish I could just let go and move on, but I'm learning that's not possible. I either have to come out fully as an anti-Scientologist and face the declare, or accept that life is hell and not worth living anyways. Oh boy. Is there anyone who can relate? Edit. Just wanted to say thanks to those who responded with support and help. I reconnected with some of my close friends who have left, and it's made me feel a lot less alone. Well, that's good to hear. Kind of sounds like court evidence, doesn't it? Hey, you guys, anybody listening, that kind of sounds like court evidence, don't you think? Scientology, I think you should start giving up these perpetrators, because none of us are going to stop. It's enough already. Stop hiring the children. Stop hiring the teenagers. Just stop already. It's enough. I will put the link in the description box. Like and subscribe if you choose. Have a good day or night wherever you are. Peace.